the quality I had in the two first steps made me quite reassured on the quality I will get. And actually, I would say that in the further steps, especially the defined product one, the quality increased even. I was like, okay, that's so much more than what I was expecting. So
First off, what's your professional background and your experience as a founder?
So I've been working in startups actually since the beginning of my career. And on the side, I've always wanted to work on my own businesses. I had an initial one with physical rings, like jewelry.
Yeah.
And then I had to close that one down. And now I'm on a new journey with a self-development app that I'm working on.
Okay. And what's been your biggest problem you've been facing as a founder?
As a founder, it was definitely knowing where to start because I did read some books. I did understand a little bit what are the steps to follow. But then when I was at the moment where I actually had to start, I thought it was so easy to develop an MVP based on my idea and not do the entire research before to even check if the MVP makes sense at that moment. So I think that's the main challenge that I was facing.
Okay. But you're experienced as a developer.
As a developer, no. So I work with freelancers or developer friends who will do the developing work. But
Okay.
since I have experience in product management, I know how to place it. I know what I'm looking for and how to describe it to the developer.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. So, what's your experience been like with AI co-founder so far?
Honestly, it's been really good. So I came across it quite randomly. I was on Reddit, saw it, and I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. And when I actually looked at it and started using it, I quickly understood the value of it. Initially, I wasn't so sure because I thought maybe the sources would not be real sources, a little bit like when you try using ChatGPT for your thesis and you realize the sources don't even exist. So
Yeah.
that was my main thing. And when I started looking at the sources and saw that they were taken from actual websites, actual Reddit testimonials, it built trust. And I thought, okay, I'll continue. And when I saw I think it's up to the market research that it's still included, I was like, okay, I need more because I need to understand the audience. And I really saw how it was supporting me. And that's when I decided to continue, absolutely, because I saw the value in it.
Okay, that's great to hear. So you had been building with GPT before?
Yes, I was working a lot with GPT, but one main difference between the AI that you offer and the AI that I get from GPT is in the way that it's pushing back. So GPT seems to be more into accepting what you're saying and pushing you forward. And that's not what you need as a founder. As a founder, you need someone who will really, really question what you're saying. And that's exactly the pushback that I was looking for and that I was lacking from maybe people around me or GPT in general.
Yeah. So you're referring to the define product phase where
Absolutely.
you
Yes.
get help like defining it and everything. Yeah. So what made you go with you talked about the market research and wanting more, but what made you go with the pro plan?
Well, I couldn't get more.
Yeah.
So I was really, in this momentum of trying to understand the audience, trying to understand what if there would potentially be demand for the app that I'm developing. And then at the moment where I was finally getting used to it, it stopped, right? And said, okay, you should move to pro to get further insights. And it didn't take me much time to actually go for it and say, okay, I want to see what else there is. And the quality I had in the two first steps made me quite reassured on the quality I will get. And actually, I would say that in the further steps, especially the defined product one, the quality increased even. I was like, okay, that's so much more than what I was expecting. So that's how I pushed basically towards it.
Yeah. So you sort of came in for the validation and then discovered also like value in the later phases.
100%, yes.
Are you still in the defining product phase or have you progressed past that?
I progressed. So we did the full defined product phase, and then we pivoted already because we just saw, based on the questions, that maybe we were not 100% clear on what we were trying to do. So we thought about it again internally and then went back to it just to get this pushback again, And So we moved past that, and now I think we are in the validate product phase. But that one is a bit more tricky because it's you actually need to go there, do the work, and so right now it's slowing us down on that progress on AI because we need to do some work on our own, like actually talk to people, interview people, send surveys out. So this is a bit more independent, I would say.
Yeah. And what type of validation have you gotten so far before actually reaching out to people? Has it been confirmed by maybe Reddit conversations or anything
Correct.
like
So
that?
based on the initial, I think it was the market research phase, we did see validation from Reddit and also the people around us when we were talking about the pain points that they're currently experiencing with self-development app. We did see that there was traction. So we were not completely off with our hypothesis, let's say. And now with the validate, we're just trying to push it even further now that we have a better idea of what the product would look like. We're talking and trying to understand if people even use self-development apps still in 2025 or if it was something hot 2 or 3 years ago. So we're trying now to actually talk to people based on what we understand from the online research, see, okay, but does it also reference the people closer to us and see if it's still valid today, basically.